A couple years ago, me and two of my buddies decided to go camping in Pishka. We didn't go to a designated campground, but just hiked for a while and found a spot where others had camped. The spot was solid, and we did the usual camping stuff and put anything that could have smelled or attracted any animals far away from our site. Right when we got into our tent, it started raining like hell, and we all passed out. In the middle of the night, some loud thunder woke us up. And we were checking our watches to see what time it was when we heard these voices that sounded like little kids somewhere nearby and towards the direction of our food. Couldn't hear them though, and just assumed another hiking group had found their food. But then I realized that I was only hearing kids' voices. It sounded like 5 to 6 year olds. I thought for sure they were animal noises, but then I heard a child, a high-pitched laughter. It scared the crap out of me. The voices eventually stopped, and I assumed I must have been imagining it, and I look over at my buddy in my tent, who was also white as a ghost. I was about to ask if he was hearing the same sound I was, and then we started hearing footsteps walking towards us. They were soft enough that I kept telling myself that it was an animal, but it got so close to our tent that I could hear the individual wet leaves crushing underneath these steps. At this point, I'm about to piss my pants because I may be a big guy, but I hate scary things. The footsteps got so close that it looked as if it was right outside our tents. And then, without anything else happening, it just walked away. My friend and I didn't speak and just lay there for a couple hours and then passed out after the adrenaline had cooled down. To this day, we don't talk about it, but I wish I had looked outside of the tent. Went hiking with a group of 3 other guys. Started on a trail, but then slowly made our way off. We grew up doing the same, and were very familiar with the woods. We had backpacks with us, plenty of water, a whistle, and one weapon. I'm not a gun person, but I always make sure to have something with us when we go hiking, because of reasons. Like I said, me and my buddies had done this thousands of times, and it all felt very normal and safe for us. The terrain was nothing too crazy, so we didn't need any climbing gear for anything. We were walking in somewhat familiar territory when we noticed a man a bit up ahead leaned over with one of his hands posted up on a tree. We looked around and didn't see anyone else, and he didn't appear to have any gear. We got within about 50 feet and yelled out to him, making sure everything was alright. Also seeing if he needed any medical attention for anything as he was leaned over. The guy didn't say anything back. Not feeling stupid enough, we sort of circled around the guy, keeping the distance about the same, but trying to get a better view. We yelled out again. No answer. One of the guys walked a bit closer and noticed the guy had a huge knife. He stopped immediately and yelled back, "Weapon." The man posted up on the tree heard him yell "weapon" and immediately stood up and faced up, still holding his knife. My other friend brandished his gun and yelled to the guy, "Hey man, we don't want any trouble. Don't come any closer with that." The guy on the tree still didn't say anything, but took a step towards us. Our friend that had closed the gap started backpedaling slowly, while my friend with the weapon took a step towards the guy, repeating, "Don't come any closer." The guy didn't seem to care. He still didn't say anything. He took one step and then stopped. Took another step and then stopped again. He was playing some sort of mind games at this point. My friend with the gun decided it wasn't worth the risk and told us to leave quickly. he started to backpedal quickly. The guy at the tree never really quickened his pace, just took one step every other second. As soon as we felt comfortable by putting more distance between us, we all ran. Looking back occasionally, we called it in after we felt we had lost the guy, saying some lunatic was out in the middle of the woods with a weapon and was a potential danger. Scared the hell out of me for a good bit. I just want to say thank you to everyone who have watched this video. If you can, it would be greatly appreciated if you can smash the like button on this video and share it to others. But most importantly, please subscribe to this channel for more content like this in the near future. Also, please feel free to tell me in the comment section below on which video I should do next. This is Mr. Shin Ramen. Till next time, stay safe and stay scared.